The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now Shipley again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 19, Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19, Lions. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now back to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. That's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Oliver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Cowboys 7.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, smash Bronco! Let's go!
Lamb will go in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, Cougar 19. Set go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Come on. Set. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's second and 10. Zone read. Here's Shipley.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The ball under 32. It's second and 2. Throwing is Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A run on first down with Shipley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hurts.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Riggs. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
To about the 35, 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
Ready. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Take over.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And that is incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
18, ready. 79 Broncos.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Set up. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19. Say, hey. Warrior 70. Set up.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Monte Mapu, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cowboys 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this,
puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, Shipley. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they can't bring him down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And he can only manage managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
60 left. 70 ranges. 70 Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 79, Bronco. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16.
60
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now they'll shift things around.
Warrior 70. Ready.
2nd and 1. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Aubrey now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown all time. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready! Unlock line! Unlock line! Hut, hut!
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Check,
A big
check.
play looming on 3rd down.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Here we go, set!
Looking to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Yeah, that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And that is incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And got his man complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
95 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Check. Shot alert. Hey, smash. Ring it. Alert. Riggs. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Reed Blankenship.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They'll give it to Shipley.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.